Hey, it's Jim. It's March 5th, 1923. 2023. And I'm just gonna I'm thinking about showing some short-ish videos of just using an iPhone and some of the stuff that I have around here that I figured might be cool to share. So this is I'm guessing an 80s or 70s Panasonic Microcassette transcriber. So it'd be something that somebody might bring to a meeting in an office or the boss's desk or something, and somebody else would later come back to it and probably type it up. Of course, with carbon paper to make a copy. So this is Microcassette technology, Microcassette. So I'll show you the tape. Again, a Panasonic tape. I think I got that a few years ago, and the tape deck, or whatever you want to call it, is, for me, is probably only about a year old. Probably eBay. I don't remember everything, as you'll probably figure out if you watch enough of my videos. So here's a closer close-up of the Panasonic Microcassette, and it's blurry and I don't know what I'm doing. It shows the direction of the tape, and it shows kind of a different mechanism. I think a simpler mechanism, by the way. It shows a different mechanism than tapes. It's exposed in a larger area in relationship to the size of the tape, which you can see can kind of fit under my left thumb pretty easily. And I'm wondering if I can do tape loops with these things. And I just also don't want to waste them, because I think I have less than 10 of these. And I don't know. I'll come up with something. Maybe if I could come up with a system where I could pop them open really fast. They don't look like they have screws. So maybe just taping them up with some masking tape or something stupid like that. Electrical tape might work. And make a loop. And I've always wanted to make a lot of loops. I'm not an expert or anything. Anyway, so I'll play what's on this a little. This one side is a business meeting that came with the tape, and another side is me messing around with kalimba, I think, and I used it for some recordings that I did. But here's you know what? Before I play the tape, let me actually show some of the functionality. So up here is the power button, so you turn it on and off. I think, look, it's totally stuck now. Excellent. I just plugged it in, so I turned that on yesterday and unplugged it and left it that way. But it also has a running and a record button. I won't get into recording here, but I know it works. I think it works. Hey, I have something that works here, because I got underneath there I got a box of other tape recorders, which are micro and mini cassette things. It has a weird little pause functionality where you could turn it on like that. So now it's paused. So now if I hit play, it won't do anything. But if I turn off the pause, see, it starts. And what you just heard was a little kalimba, so I'll get into that in a minute. But when it's in pause, you could, like I said, hit play, but you look at these lights that we were talking about, nothing happens. But if I'll turn down the volume, but if I unpause the pause, which it's kind of weird. I guess they didn't want to put another button down here, which there's a lot of cool functionality down there, but now it's playing, it's moving. Maybe I've got a light here, so let me try to. Maybe you could see that it's turning. You can see that the running light is on, so that's about that. Now, okay, I'll just come to the buttons. So the buttons are pretty standard. Record, play, stop, eject is there. So it's like a mechanical eject, which is fine. And I didn't really get a good look at the heads yet, and I don't know if I'm going to have to be able to show that to you. Yeah, that's not really great. Can I hit play while it's open? Yeah, I can. Okay, so it's got... Oh, this is bad. This is bad. There's probably a record. I'm going to say over here might be the erase head, and there's the head, or maybe it's an all-in-one, and it's weird because the pinch roller is in the middle. I guess that's why they go for a longer exposure. And yeah, there's pads under there. Really weird. It's like a reverse cassette. Anyway, you also got stuff like play and cue. So and reverse, and you could play with these things and manipulate sound with them, and then at the same time this pause works like in real time, like ew. So sometimes and then of course the eject, like I showed before. So let me put this, we said side one was the kalimba, so I'm going to put in side two and start with the dialogue that was the king with the tape and a few of the others in a minute. And I've got a speed control, so I'm going to kind of, it doesn't lock in the middle, so you're never really going to play it back at the right speed exactly. It has a slow and a fast and a dark mark in the middle, so try to line it up, but I'm not going to go bananas. It has two basic speeds, the 1.2 long play mode and the 2.4 slow play mode, I guess, or speedy. So, but it's 2.4. I can't remember tape speeds right now, but I think one of these matches like your regular cassette. But I could be wrong. I could. 7 point something is your standard reel-to-reel, and tape and cassette tape is 3. So yeah, it doesn't really match, but it's both of these are slower, so worse quality than a cassette, if you want to go by that. The tone control, we'll check it out a little, but it's nice and broad, so you can do muffled or very high-end things, and of course the volume control. So now, and then there's a counter over here, and I guess if somebody was transcribing, that would be, you know, oh, I heard the boss said something at number 3, so whatever that is exactly. But well, actually, you know, that's not, I don't know what I gotta tell you, that's not a counter. The counter is over here. I'm sorry. This is a backspace control. Don't know what that means. Maybe it has something to do with the quickness of the reverse. And then just for completeness, I'll show the side of this thing. The other sides don't really show you much. There's not much to see. It has your standard for, say, the 70s or 80s transcribing dictation device. You have that remote mic kind of and mic combo. So you're seeing that on the left. And then there's a monitor, which a lot of older tape decks will have something that says ear. So it's like for a mono earphone. This might be for a bigger system. I'm assuming everything here is mono, by the way. It says 8 ohms. And then it has, looks like a proprietary DIN for remote. So remote here, I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if I have any DINs like with, let's see, we've got 3, 6, 10 pins, I think. 10-pin DIN in like a swirly pattern. So I don't know. It's different than a MIDI cable. I'll tell you that. And I don't know if a MIDI cable would fit in there anyway and what it would do. But I don't know. I've got a lot of weird cables, so you never know. Anyway, remote just means, if you don't know, remote just means, I wish I had a microphone here to show you. I got a couple I just put away. They just means a microphone with an on-off switch, so you can actually turn on or off the recorder. So theoretically, you can be away from the noise of the recorder because they do make noise. So let's get into the tape a little bit really quick. And I'll try to hold it back here. Okay, you can hear the dialogue. Looks like we got a nice southern U.S. accent. And see, the tone really damps it up. Then I'm going to change the speed. So this is the slow speed, which sounds like where it was recorded. And it's at its slowest. And then I could do the fast speed. Get a lot of nice noise in there. Gotta hit the pause. So it didn't really. Do a little reverse. Let's just have a listen to the kalimba side, which I think I recorded at the slowest speed. No, at the high speed. So let me put it in the high. Let's try to get it kind of matched up, a tone in the middle. I think the volume's fine for us. And might be a xylophone, because it sounds like I'm hitting something. Just do the same stuff here. Well, this is over 10 minutes, so I think I'm going to cut it. I wouldn't exactly call this a short video, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little microcassette transcriber handheld iPhone video, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.